Good morning, my name is Michaela. I am a PhD student at the University of Tübingen. I should probably turn that off temporarily. There we go. I am a PhD student at the University of Tübingen, but I am originally from New Zealand. I moved here to do my PhD and I am documenting my first conference as a PhD student. I am super excited, and it's one of the main reasons that we came to Germany was because we're on this side of the world. There's so many more conferences than in New Zealand, and like of course there's conferences, but these ones I found were a lot more international, and the whole point of your PhD is to set yourself up for an academic career if that's like the line that you want to go into. And so networking is a really big part of that, but also just sharing your research with people from different cultures and different universities to try and get different understandings on your approach that you're taking. And so one of the conferences that I was super interested in presenting at was a conference on Orosius, who's somebody that I studied for my master's. He's one of the 5 techs that I did, and this conference is entirely dedicated to him. And then not only is it a conference where people are presenting, they're about 20-minute papers, but there's also a workshop for women in research, and the whole thing is that women in medieval studies is quite small. Like there's not a lot of women in medieval studies, and so they're trying to train people up and give people skills that they might not have in order to further different areas of their research. And so I get to attend that conference, which I'm super excited about. But it's a 3-day conference. It's based in London. We were actually supposed to be there in person. That was like one of the things that we were most looking forward to, but because our visa situation hasn't been sorted yet, it's a whole thing. I'm going to explain it in another video because it's going to need to take a lot more explanation than I can do here. But basically we don't have our visa yet, which means that we can't leave the country, and we were supposed to get it, so we were supposed to be in London right now, and then we were going to go to Paris, and it's been a whole thing. But anyway, I'm able to do it virtually, which is really good. At least that's the one thing that's come out of COVID, is that the rise of hybrid conferences has come about, and so it means that yeah, I'm still able to present and attend even though I can't be there in person. So I just wanted to say welcome and introduce this vlog, and I'm going to take you along what it's like to be a PhD student at a hybrid conference. I'm not presenting till Friday and today is Wednesday, so today's more an introductory day and a few people are presenting, and then we've got the workshop, and then tomorrow is all presentations, and then on Friday is more presentations, and I'm presenting as well. The main thing is I realized this morning that I actually need to edit my conference paper still because it's too long. I've only got 20 minutes and it's like 23 minutes if I'm speaking normally, 25 minutes if I'm speaking slowly, because I normally speak quite fast, so I'm trying to stay slow. But it means that I need to cut some stuff out, and I hate cutting stuff out. But anyway, this is my second presentation in 3 weeks. I've got 3 to do. So I did last week, this week is my second one, and then next week I'm doing a different one. So it's gonna be busy, but I'm excited. So welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. I hope that you enjoy it, and make sure to subscribe so you can stick around if you enjoy what you see today. Let's get into it. So I've just done the wonderful thing of realizing that I totally didn't account for the fact that London is not the same time as Germany, and so I was like sitting there being like, okay cool, I've just got like 10 minutes till the conference starts, and then I realized that I've got a whole nother hour, so I'm now feeling like super chill, super like not stressed for time anymore. I have a reading that I was supposed to do before the conference started that I haven't done, so I'm actually just doing it now, and I'm very happy that I've got the extra time. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and say this is the outfit check for the first day of the conference. I have just got this nice shirt, I think it's from New Yorker, just so that, you know, Zoom, they're gonna see my top half, but we've gone all comfy in the shorts department because there is no way that I am spending the whole day in like jeans or some sort of work shorts or anything. So people are only going to see my top half, that's all that needs to matter, and then I've just got comfy shorts in the bottom. I'm just, yeah, it's going good. I'm feeling a lot better now, much less stressed. Now I've got an extra hour and I'm ready to get back to it. I just saw that the guy I'm with at Tübingen, who's also going to this conference, Graham, is chairing my session. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me? Perfect. Thank you for that. That was really, really fascinating. Sorry if this is a very basic question, but I'm just really curious. Other sources from across the Middle Ages that have used Orosius, for example, have said it and said as Orosius said, or as summarized from Orosius's text. Do you ever get anything in this text outside of almost just allusions to the sources, whether it be Orosius or other sources? Is there any circumstances where this writer says as in Josephus or as in Orosius? Thank you. So the morning session is now done and it went really well. I took so many notes, and it's, yeah, I don't know, it's like my first conference, which is like a dedicated topic, and I'm finding it so fascinating and also really nice that I have enough context, because normally like the conferences in New Zealand that I've been to, they're all like general topics and then normally modern history, because not many people do medieval history. So it's been really nice to actually know what people are talking about. So I'll show you quick. I've like taken 2 pages of notes already, and that's only from 2 speakers. And then we're about to enter into a workshop which is for women and increasing knowledge about research from women into medieval studies, and yeah, super exciting. So we're on the lunch break at the moment. I've got half an hour to finish touching up my notes for the workshop. I forgot to take a video of lunch. We just had burgers. But yeah, going well so far. I'm really enjoying this first day of the conference, and I'm really excited for this next section on, yeah, learning how to edit on Wikipedia and include your own information. And yeah, I've never done it before. So yeah. Hi there, my name is Michaela. I'm originally from New Zealand, but I'm currently doing my PhD in medieval history at the University of Tübingen in Germany. I've just started, so I'm like 5 months into my PhD, very early, but I'm a literary historian, so I'm currently looking at Gregory of Tours and Paul the Deacon, but my master's was on Orosius, which is super exciting because nobody in New Zealand really studies Orosius, so coming here and seeing lots of other people studying Orosius is absolutely brilliant. I personally haven't done any Wikipedia editing, but I'm very thankful that you guys are doing this, because I work as a researcher still at the University of Auckland, writing biographies for the first women to graduate from the first medical school in New Zealand, which there's like nothing on Wikipedia for these women, and so I'm supposed to be learning how to edit Wikipedia to do that, and then I saw this was advertised and I'm like, yes, I can finally learn. So thank you that we're doing this in Orosius, but I can also transfer it to that. Yeah. It's now the end of the first day of the conference, and I'm gonna be real and say it's actually 9 o'clock. The conference finished at 6. I was so wasted at the end of the day that I was just like, nah, I can't film anything right now. I need to take a break. Caught up on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial from yesterday. I watched the summary videos by LiQWYD because I don't have the time to sit and listen to like 11 hours a day of the trial. Anyway, I caught up on that, and then we had dinner, and now I'm just kind of closing things off for the day. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you an update from the workshop. So the whole thing was just learning how to present information on Wikipedia and how to edit on Wikipedia, and the workshop was about 3 hours, and we learned through like what's required and how to cite and how to write things and how to format things. It was super cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what I did. Oh, there we go. Because in all honesty, I wasn't thinking that I was going to get to do anything. But this is a scholar. She's a woman who's done quite a lot of research into Orosius. So I started up a page for her. which is super exciting. But yeah, I don't know, just felt very excited about that. Oh, and before I turn it around as well, I took like a whole page of notes on Notion. But yeah, it went super well, and I'm super happy with day one of the conference. I'm speaking on Friday, so tomorrow, since I've got the morning off again, I completely just forgot about the time difference. It only starts at like 10 o'clock Germany time. I was gonna say New Zealand time. It only starts 10 o'clock German time. So it means that I've got the morning. I'm gonna edit my conference presentation because I still need to cut out about 3 to 5 minutes. But everyone's been talking really fast, so I'm hoping that maybe I can get away with not talking super slow. Anyway, day one is done, and I'm super excited to get on to day two. Good morning. It is now day 2 of the conference. I was supposed to get a whole bunch of work done this morning, and we had some stuff come up, so we weren't able to do that, unfortunately. But one thing that I did do was I got up my latest YouTube video. So if you haven't gone and checked that out, it's just a life update. And yeah, it's just like a real quick what we've been up to, and visa issues and travel issues, and why I'm doing this conference from home and so forth. Anyway, I actually need to send a couple of emails, and the conference starts in 10 minutes, so we have to see how that goes. But I need to send a few emails, and I need to make a coffee and kind of just get myself sorted. So I'm going to do that. You've seen enough, well, if you're not new to my channel, if you've been here for a while, I'm sure you've seen enough montages of me making coffee that I don't need to edit anymore. So I just thought I'd say hello. Welcome to day 2. This is what I'm wearing. I'm just wearing like a plain check shirt type thing, but then I'm still doing the whole, let me see if I can, I'm still doing the whole like workout shorts thing so that I am comfortable when I sit, basically. Anyway, I'm gonna make a coffee and I will see you soon. I keep thinking you're about to start it again. Luke thought that I started recording and started singing the, is it Pirates of the Caribbean song?
I don't know what it's from.
I swear it's the, I was about to call it the Bloody Baron, but that's something completely different. Wow.
I don't even know the words.
Dun 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 dun. Na 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 na. Yeah. Anyway, we have just finished our first session, which was a keynote speaker, and it was so fascinating. Something completely different to anything that I've done. There's been this big like surge towards environmental history, especially like medieval environmental history, because not many people have focused on it in the past, but it's actually quite a like rich field to go into, and there's a lot of information on it. Because people obviously orient themselves in a space and they talk about the environment around them, whether it's like rivers around them or the way that people interact with their environment, and it's super fascinating. So this person was talking about the understanding of environmental disasters and the way that people interacted with nature in Orosius's texts, and how this differed from other understandings of environment at the time, whether it's that like environmental disasters were like a natural consequence for people trying to dominate the land, or whether it was how the gods spoke to people through natural disasters, or yeah, I don't know, it was just super fascinating and very different to anything that I've done myself. And I took like 4 or 5 pages of notes, so that's super exciting. And then I'm just making a tea at the moment because we've still got a break for another 5 minutes. But yeah, next session is going to be kind of long. It's like an hour and a half, and then it's lunch break. The one problem with the time difference is that it means my lunch break is going to be at 1:30, and I normally eat right now. Like it's like 11:40 at the moment, and I normally eat around now, so I'm gonna be hungry but that's okay. It'll be good. I'm very interested in this next session and some of the topics that people are talking about. So yeah, let's keep going. This is going to be the quickest update ever, but it's day 3 of the conference and I'm actually going in today. I'm going into my office to present, so I've actually dressed up a bit nicer, minus the shoes. And yeah, I'm presenting today, so I wanted to make sure that I looked nice, and yeah, just wearing this dress from Primark, and I will video again what my setup looks like when I get to the office. So let's go catch a train. See you soon. So as you can probably tell as this video is going along, I was becoming so tired due to the online conference, and I was really not expecting that side of it. So I didn't film very much on day 2 and went straight into day 3. I decided to go into the office because Luke had some calls that he needed to do that day, and I thought it would just be so much easier to be in my office where it was quiet and I could close the door. So when I got to the office, I just showed you my little setup. I had 2 screens. I also bought some snacks because, of course, for a conference, you need to have snacks. Yeah, can you hear me okay? Perfect. I do indeed. Am I able to share? Is that... Thank you, Graham. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Ko Michaela salwe taku ingoa, no tamaki makoro aho, ke Stuttgart taku kainga. Hello, my name is Michaela. I am in Germany at the moment doing my PhD, but I am originally from New Zealand. And in New Zealand, we have we normally start our presentations with a welcome, just to recognise our ancestors and where we've come from. So that was just something in Te Reo Māori, just to welcome where I'm from and what I'll be doing today. So my presentation today actually comes from a section from my master's thesis. I was analysing 5 histories, there we go, 5 origin stories presented in histories from across the Middle Ages. One of the histories was Paulus Orosius's Historiarum Adversus Paganos. But I didn't want to talk while I was in the office too much because the person in the office next to me was there and I didn't want to disturb him too much. So I basically was pretty quiet the whole day, which is why I didn't film very much. But I'm now giving my presentation and I thought that I'd video it so that I've got a record of it. Of course, I'm not going to show that whole thing to you because most people on this part of the internet probably wouldn't care learning about my studies of Orosius. But anyway, it was a really good presentation. I got some really good questions, which I was not expecting. There's one scholar that I really respect in this field and he's just got some great ideas, and he was actually there at the conference and he gave me a bunch of questions, which was really cool. Overall, it was a really great conference and I was so honored to be able to present there and that they were able to make arrangements for me to still be able to present even though we weren't able to go. So as the first PhD conference that I've done for my studies, it was really successful. It was really good. I'm glad actually that I was able to document it because it's so nice going over this footage, and like I was so nervous and I can so tell that. But it's really cool looking back on the other side, knowing how much I learned from it and all of the people that I met. It was really, really cool opportunity. And then after this week, I went into a whole nother week of conference, but this one was in person in Tübingen. So it was really, really flat out. And I just crashed on the Friday after that conference, pretty much slept the whole day. And then I've spent the last couple of days kind of recovering and editing and catching up on all of the work that I missed. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and maybe got a taste of what a conference, at least a hybrid conference, looks like. It's very different. I definitely prefer being in person and presenting in person because it's so much more, I don't know, you just meet people and it's so nice being around people and presenting to a room of people rather than presenting to a computer screen. But overall, it was really good and I'm so glad that I did it and that I documented it for you guys to be able to see and also for me to go back in the future. So if you liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It helps me know what kind of stuff you guys are into, and it just, yeah, I don't know, supports what I'm doing, and it's cool to have you guys along this journey with me, and all of your encouraging comments are so nice, and it's helping me get by in this new move that we've made to Germany. And don't forget to subscribe if you liked what you saw here and want to keep up with our journey here in Germany. With this €9 ticket thing out, there's going to be a lot of travel, so stay tuned for some very chaotic vlogs. But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!